adventure on the night bus. Mark was traveling by the night bus. It set off on time, and 2 hours later they stopped so that the passengers might stretch their legs. But before they could step out of the bus, a shot rang out. 3 gunmen had surrounded the bus. "Give us all your valuables," they shouted. Mark quickly hid between 2 seats where he could not be seen. 2 thieves stood near the driver's door. Mark whispered his plan to the passenger nearest to him, who passed on the message to the others. At his signal, the passengers near the driver's door threw their bags at the thieves. The thieves had not expected this and were easily overpowered by the passengers. The driver immediately contacted the local police, who took the thieves away. Everyone praised Mark's quick thinking and courage. Hijacked. Flight 356 was half an hour away from Kathmandu. A man wearing a hooded sweatshirt got up, looked around stealthily, and walked towards the front of the aircraft. Within moments, he turned around. Holding up a revolver in one hand, he barged into the cockpit and forced the pilots to change their direction. The plane was being hijacked. At the same time, another man at the back of the aircraft got up. He too had a gun and shouted, "If anyone moves, he will be killed." Serena quickly grabbed her bag from near her feet and took out a can of pepper spray. As soon as the hijacker was near her, she sprayed right into his eyes. Immediately, the other passengers tied him up. Hearing the commotion, the first hijacker came back from the cockpit. This time, the people were prepared. They jumped on him and tied him up, while the pilot once more flew the plane back on the course. Mike's accident. It was a dark, rainy day. Mike was driving home from work. He thought, "Maybe I should stop my car till the storm passes. I can hardly see a thing." So he slowed down his car, hoping to reach a safe turn-off point soon. He almost didn't see the sharp bend in the road. Even though he applied the brakes, yet the car started to skid. At the same moment, another car came hurtling down the road from the other side. On the slippery road, it was impossible to control the cars. In a split second, Mike realized that applying the brakes was the wrong thing to do, as it made the car skid more. Instead, he let the car slow down on its own, steering it as best as he could. There was a crash, but luckily for them both, Mike's intelligent driving had prevented a bad accident. Both the drivers were safe, and the cars were only scratched. Fire from ice. Sammy and his elder brother Tony went ice fishing. When they reached the frozen river, Tony found a good spot and cut a round hole to fish through. After a while, there was a sharp tug on the line. They had caught a fish. Unfortunately, Sammy was so excited that he fell right into the hole. Tony immediately pulled him out, but he knew that he could fall very ill if he did not warm Sammy up at once. The problem was that they had no matches to start a fire with. Then Tony had an idea. He broke off a thick piece of ice and shaped it in the form of a lens. He then collected some twigs and branches. Using the ice lens, he focused the sun rays so that the twigs might catch fire. Thus, he lit a roaring bonfire, which warmed Sammy up. Sammy could not believe that Tony had really created fire out of ice.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.